63 Fastback. I want to answer some questions that we've had as far as staging a race car. Different cars do it differently. I know the big thing right now is Street Outlaw. You see them just jumping as they start while they're trying to build boost. I'm working with a company that is going to help eliminate that. Some ideas we've had where it can be done smoothly. I want to show you why some of these guys are doing this, some things that are out there to help, and also to help just with staging if you're just a beginner racer, some things that can help you. So on our transmission, down here you can't see it very well, but I've got one in my hand. It's what you call a trans brake. And this is a solenoid in it. You can see it's got a pin on it. And basically these wires are running to a push button, your trans brake button. When you push that button, this engages, and what that does is put your transmission in between drive and reverse, almost as if you're pushing a clutch in your car so it can't move. But in doing so, it's locking it in place. And also on our car, when we push this button, we have a line lock hooked to the rear tires so that there's no way that the car can roll in or out of the beams. Once you push that button, the car will absolutely stay still. And what you're seeing on when these boosted cars are just really jumping, they look real erratic. What they're doing, they actually have another micro switch, so they're holding in your trans brake button and they're just bumping it. And what that's doing is allowing the trans brake to kick in and out in a microsecond. And it's allowing it to just bump in and creep in and stay. What we're doing is working on what way where I can hold this button and it will be set. And then I can creep in and then my transmission will automatically engage into low gear, allowing it to be staged when I press the button again. Anyway, that's what you're doing. So I use a practice tree a lot. I want to share something with you guys. Practice tree, porta tree. Basically, this button here represents my trans brake button, but it can also represent you pushing the brake on your car. It doesn't matter. So I'm just holding the button, see my top bulb, I'm letting go. 016 reaction time there, talking to you guys. I've actually got set up for 09, 010, so I'm about 7 thousandths late here. But it's just a practice tool, is all it is. And then all you're trying to do is get in the habit of seeing where you want to leave on the tree. I actually leave on the top bulb. I can set this to leave on the pro tree like you see on television when all the ambers flash. I can make it leave on the bottom bulb. It doesn't matter. Whatever you do, you can adjust this tree to do it. But something I want to share about practicing. I used to do 10 hits at a time. I do 10 practice hits at breakfast, 10 practice hits at lunch, 10 practice hits at dinner, just a routine, keeping practice. But what I've started doing this season is I just have this with me, laying around in the shop or whatever, and as I walk by, I'll take one shot. Because when you go to the start line, you only have one shot to get it right. So it may be an hour between times I practice, it may be 2 hours, it may be 15 minutes. But that helps simulate racing conditions because you only have one shot to get it right. So I may have this laying around in the shop, I walk by, I just go through my routine where I take my deep breath before I stage, and I let go of my button. And I'm 015. So see, I'm pretty consistent right now talking to you guys. I had a 16 and 15. That's what you want. You need your numbers to be consistent. And then you can adjust your car to make it quicker or slower, depending on if you're green or red. So that's some tips on just practicing for staging. One other tip I want to give you guys, if you notice there's one light on, you hit the button, the second light comes on. I see a lot of people, especially beginners when they're staging, you pull up the start line, there's no lights, and all of a sudden they're both on. And that's simply because you're getting excited, you're getting in a hurry, and you just rush in there to bring both bulbs on. But you need to do one at a time. It'll help you be more consistent and more accurate. So that's something to help you guys with the show season start. Remember Croftgate USA products to help you get that winning car at the car show. And remember to practice, practice, practice. Get you a practice tree. I like this Jegs portable. They're $100 from Jegs. That's a very good tool. Helps me win a lot of rounds. And just remember, whatever you do, practice. Whether it's at the car show or the racetrack or whatever you're doing in life. And remember, whatever you learn here, just use it and share it with someone else and look for opportunities to help others. Thanks. Till next time.